Welcome back to the Lawson Farm. Today's video is not going to teach you how to do anything. It's going to show you what I should have done. You know, every once in a while somebody makes a mistake. And I made a pretty big mistake this weekend. I don't think I'd shared this with anybody on YouTube, but we have been selling vegetable plants here as well. I deal with a local greenhouse, and I get wholesale price through them. I bring them back here and resell them to, several people really, but we've actually sold a ton so far. Anyways, we done really good Saturday. Sold a bunch, and I'm glad we did, because Saturday night it got cold. And I was a little worried about frost, but it said it was only supposed to get down to 37 degrees. And we actually worked with a goat on up till way after dark Saturday night. And, well, let's put it this way. We were selling plants plumb till dark Saturday. And I got in a panic Saturday night because my phone come across and said we had a frost advisory, and all these plants were still sitting outside. And I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? Well, I ain't going to lie. Lazy Street got across me. And instead of packing them up and moving them back down to my dad's garage, what I've been doing on these cold nights, I threw a sheet over them. And I would have been alright if I hadn't thrown a sheet over them. But let me tell you what happened. Let me show you the plants. Check them out. Now, I really think that a lot of these are going to come out of this. However, I can't sell them looking like this. I mean, I'm going to give them a couple, maybe till next weekend. Now, this is inside of my little sunroom here on the side of the house. We moved them in here with a heater and just trying to get everything perked back up. It's right here's some of the worst. Now, I'm really not sure whether them are going to bud back out or not. I don't know. It actually looks like they might be budding out right in there. But there's several plants that didn't get bothered either. But mainly my tomatoes and peppers is what got bothered the most. So let me tell you what happened. All of these were sitting out on a trailer in the yard beside our house. Of course, we had a big sign out there, plant sale. And what I did, the trailer had sides on it, and I threw a sheet over the whole trailer and the sides and everything, and at the time was fine. But with the weight of the dew and the frost, brought that sheet down, and it touched the plants. And if not for that, I think these plants would have been fine, because I had a couple trays sitting over to the side that weren't wrapped up at all, and they showed no signs of being frostbit. But when I got up Sunday morning, I come over just to check, and my first instinct was, oh, good, I'm glad I wrapped them up, because there was frost on that sheet. I was like, well, good, thank God I wrapped them up. When I unwrapped them, I knew immediately I messed up. I got to looking, plants I planted in my garden were untouched, they were fine, and I was sick, man, I'm telling you, because it may not look like it, there's quite a bit of money sitting right here in plants. There's quite a bit, and I screwed up. It's my fault. I know that, you know, when you cover something up for frost, especially if you use a sheet or something, it cannot touch the plant, and that's the point I want to make in this video. You know, if you're trying to protect your crops from frostbite, make sure whatever you wrap them up with is not touching the plant, because that frost will set on that sheet, and so pretty much it's in direct contact with your plant. And as you can see here, the results aren't too good. Like I said, I've still got several here that are completely fine, and I think what we're going to do is this coming weekend, when we put everything back out, we'll, you know, as long as they show signs that they're coming back out, I think we'll just offer all these at a pretty discounted price. But you know, everybody always brags about themselves on YouTube and shows what they've done right. Well, you know, I thought this might be a good chance to show you. For the most part, I know what I'm doing, and I still messed up. So anybody can mess up. Just remember, if you're having a bad day, and I'm going to tell you, Sunday morning I was sick, I was disgusted, I was cussing myself. I was mad. I mean, Sunday was not, especially Sunday morning, was not my day. Just because this happened, it made me feel like crap. But like I said, I got over it. I really, people make mistakes, and it's just part of life. This was a valuable lesson learned. Had I know what I know now, I would have either just not wrapped them up at all, or I would have just got over that lazy streak I had because I was tired, but I would have just got over it and loaded them up and took them down to the garage and been for 100% for sure protected. But like I said, you live and learn, and that's the purpose of this video. Everybody learns from mistakes, so don't be ashamed to tell your mistakes, because your mistakes can also teach somebody else. This was a big mistake I made here. However, it was just plants, and I'm pretty sure that at least 80% of them are going to live. Maybe more than that. Some of these others may surprise me. They're just not going to be pretty right now, but I feel like they'll bud back out. But anyways, just remember that, folks. It ain't always about the good things. The bad things you do can teach people too. And I wanted to show this, because I'm not ashamed of it. At first, I was embarrassed and everything, but I got over that. I realized, stuff happens, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show people what can happen if you don't wrap your plants up right, and I didn't. If I'd have had that sheet strapped down on the sides so it couldn't droop in the middle, I would have been fine. And I knew that. I knew that the sheet could not touch the plants if it got frost on it. However, I was slacking. There's no other way to put it. I was slacking, and in all honesty, I really didn't think it would frost anyways. It just didn't seem like it was going to get that cold. And up here at my location here, we don't, when a lot of places get frost, we don't get frost. It tends to be just a few degrees warmer right here on this little hill that we live on. And I was certain it wasn't going to frost, but I was wrong. I was wrong, and there's no other way to put it. And just remember, wrap those babies up right, or they're going to look like this. And that's about it. I just wanted to share that experience with y'all. And go ahead, criticize me in the comments. I don't care, whatever you want to say. But it happens, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I made a mistake, and here it is. Maybe this mistake will teach some of y'all what to do, or to be more precautious if there is a chance of frost, and don't get lazy like I did. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.